Hello students, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. I am Neha Rajvanshi and I welcome you all in today's class, that is English class of class 9th. So students, in today's video we will start reading with our chapter number 10 from the book Moments, that is the last chapter from the book also, and the name of the chapter is The Beggar. Again, this is a very interesting story and this story is written by Mr. Anton Chekhov. So he is the writer of this story. So students, the writer, that is Mr. Anton Chekhov, he is a very famous Russian writer, and this story The Beggar, it is a very interesting, very famous story written by him. So now let's start reading the story. Before you read, so first of all, before starting the story, let's get some idea what induced the beggar Lashkov to change his ways. So as the title of the story is The Beggar, and it is clear that in the story there is one beggar and the name of this beggar is Lashkov, and the question that is there in front of us, that what was the thing that actually induced means motivated. Okay, so what was the thing that motivated this beggar, that is Lashkov, to change his ways. Okay, so earlier Lashkov, he was having some certain ways, but later on he was motivated, he was induced to change himself, to change his ways. So what was that thing? Let's read and find out. So to get the answer of this question, obviously we have to read the story. So now let's read the story and let's get the answer of this question. So students, now let's start reading the story. Kind sir, have pity. Turn your attention to a poor hungry man. For 3 days I have had nothing to eat. I haven't 5 kopecks for a lodging. I swear it before God. So as we all know that in the story there is one beggar and the name of the beggar is Lashkov, and now because he is a beggar, so he is begging. Okay, and we all have seen beggars all around us. Okay, so किस तरह से beg करते हैं. Similarly, this person Lashkov, who is also a beggar, so he is begging and he is saying, kind sir, just have pity on me, please be a little bit of sympathetic and turn your attention to a poor hungry man. So he is calling himself as a poor and hungry man, and he is saying that I am very poor, I am very hungry, so please turn your attention towards me, please look at me, please help me, and please have some pity, have some sympathy for a poor hungry man, that is me. For 3 days I have had nothing to eat. Next, this beggar Lashkov is saying that for last 3 days he was not having anything to eat. Okay, it means for the last 3 days he is hungry, he is starving, he is having nothing to eat. I haven't 5 kopecks for a lodging. Next he is saying, let's see the meanings first. What kopecks means? Kopecks is a kind of Russian coin. Okay, it's a kind of Russian currency and they are Russian coins. And what lodging means? Lodging means a rented room. It means this beggar Lashkov, he is a homeless person, he is not having any home, he is not having any place to live in. So he is saying that he is not having even 5 kopecks, okay, to rent, to give rent for a room. It means he is not having any home, he is not having any place to live in. Next he is saying that I swear it before God. So he is saying that I am telling the truth and I can swear this thing before God that all the things that I have told, everything is absolutely right. For 8 years I was a village school teacher and then I lost my place through intrigues. Next, this beggar Lashkov, he is telling his story and he is saying that for 8 years earlier he was a village school teacher. Okay, so earlier he was a school teacher in one of the village, and that too for 8 long years, and then finally he lost his job there as a school teacher. Why? Through intrigues. So what intrigues means? Intrigues means some kind of conspiracy. So he is saying that he was innocent, he was he was a school teacher in one of the village, but because of the some conspiracy he has to lost his job. Okay, so now he is telling his story that why he is begging there, why he is there as a beggar. So according to his story, earlier he was a school teacher and because of some kind of conspiracy he just lost his job and now he has nothing to eat, now he is having no home to stay in. I fell a victim to calumny. So again he is continuing his story and he is saying that he was innocent but he was so conspiracy में उसे involve कर दिया गया था and then he was a victim of a calumny. Calumny means false statement. Okay, so according to his story कुछ ऐसे लोग थे, there were some people जिन्होंने इस पर्सन को, लश्कोव को किसी फॉल्स केस में इन्वॉल्व कर दिया था and because of that he finally lost his job. But he is saying that he was innocent, he was not at all culprit, but he was the victim of false statement, he was the victim of some kind of conspiracy. It is a year now since I have had anything to do. और जब से ये स्कूल टीचर किसने अपनी जॉब खो दी है तब से almost 1 year हो चुका है and for the last 1 year this person Lashkov he had nothing to do. Okay, the advocate Sergei looked at the ragged fawn colored overcoat of the suppliant, at his dull drunken eyes, at the red spot on either cheek, and it seemed to him as if he had seen this man somewhere before. Now in this story there is another character and the name of this character is Sergei. And who is this person? He is the advocate. Okay, so now this beggar, that is Lashkov, he was there, he was begging to this person, that is the advocate, and the name of the advocate is Sergei. So when the Lashkov, when he was telling the story and he was begging, so at that time the advocate Sergei, he looked at the ragged fawn colored overcoat of the suppliant. So let's see the meaning first. Suppliant means a person who makes a request. So here that beggar, the Lashkov, he is referred as a suppliant because he is the beggar, he was having the request, so he is the suppliant here. And what is ragged? Ragged means old and torn, and fawn colored means it means pale, or we can say brown colored, light brown colored. So that beggar, that person Lashkov, or we can say that suppliant, he was wearing a overcoat and the color of that overcoat was pale light brown colored, but that overcoat was ragged, it was old and it was torn. Like in this picture we all can see his that beggar Lashkov, he is wearing that overcoat. Okay, and his overcoat is very old, his overcoat is very torn, it was ragged. So this person, that is Sergei, who is the advocate, he was looking, okay, वो उसको closely observe कर रहा था at the time when this person beggar, when he was telling the story. At the same time Sergei, he was observing this person, he was observing his attire. So first of all he was looking at the overcoat that was ragged, that was of brown color. Okay, and then he was looking at his dull drunken eyes. Okay, so the eyes of this beggar Lashkov were very dull and they were drunken eyes. It means it was very obvious to look into his eyes that he was a drunkard. Okay, and he was having red spot on either of his cheek, and it seemed to him as if he had seen this man somewhere before. So when Sergei, that is advocate, so when he was observing this beggar, that is Lashkov, so for Sergei it appeared to him that he had seen this beggar before somewhere. Okay, so उसकी उस appearance को देख के, उसके overcoat को देख के, उसके cheeks को देख के, उसकी drunken eyes को देख के सर्गे को ऐसे realize हो रहा था कि उसने इस beggar को पहले भी कहीं देखा है. Okay, so the beggar, that is Lashkov, he was telling his story, and according to that story, earlier he was a school teacher, but Sergei, he was observing this beggar very closely, and after the observation he was having this kind of realization that he had seen this beggar earlier also somewhere. I have now had an offer of a position in the province of Kaluga, the mendicant went on, but I haven't the money to get there. So when the advocate, that is Sergei, when he was observing this beggar very closely, so the beggar, he is still continuing his story, he is telling the story, and now he is saying that he was a school teacher earlier and for the last 1 year he is having no job, but now finally he is having one offer, he is having one job opportunity. Okay, and where? In the province of Kaluga. So Kaluga is a part of Russia. So he is saying that finally after 1 year he is having some kind of job opportunity, he is having some job offer, where? In the province of Kaluga. And mendicant means beggar, so that beggar, that is Lashkov, he said that finally after 1 year he is having some kind of job opportunity in the province of Kaluga, but what the problem is? So next he is saying that but I haven't the money to get there. So the problem was that finally he was having the job opportunity, finally he was having the job offer, but he was not having the enough money to get there. Help me kindly, I am ashamed to ask, but I am obliged to by circumstances. And after telling his entire story, finally the beggar is saying that help me kindly. So he is saying that I just want to work, I just want to get this job, and so for that I want to go there in the province of Kaluga, but I am not having the enough money, so just help me, please help me. And next he said that I am very much ashamed to ask, I am very much ashamed for this thing that I have to ask, I have to beg, but what can I do, because all my circumstances, all my situations, all my conditions, they are not at all favorable for me. This is the reason that I have to ask for your help, I have to beg, okay, and I am very much ashamed that I have to ask, but still I am asking, still I am begging, and please help me, okay. Sergei's eyes fell on the man's overshoes, one of which was high and the other low, and he suddenly remembered something. So that beggar Lashkov, he is very much busy in telling his story, in telling all his problems, but this advocate Sergei, he is very much observant, and he was observing very closely to this beggar, and he was having this kind of realization that he has seen this beggar earlier also somewhere. And finally Sergei's eyes, they fell on the man's overshoes, okay. So earlier he was observing the overcoat, his drunken eyes, and now finally Sergei's eyes, they fell on this beggar's overshoes, and one of his overshoes was high and the other was low. And when Sergei, when he saw this thing, then suddenly he remembered something, then suddenly there was something in his mind, okay. So what was that? Let's see. Look here, it seems to me I met you the day before yesterday in Sadovyo Street, he said, but you told me then that you were a student who had been expelled and not a village school teacher. So finally Sergei's realization that he had seen this beggar before also, finally it came true. Finally Sergei, he was able to remember, and finally he said that look here, it seems to me that I met you the day before yesterday, where in Sadovyo Street, again it is a part of Russia, he said. And now he is saying that that day you told me another story, okay, and that day you told me that you were a student who had been expelled and not a village school teacher as you are telling me now, okay. So finally Sergei, he is able to remember, he is able to recall that where he has seen this person before. Now he is very much sure that he is the same person, and he has met this person earlier also, and where in Sadovyo Street. And at that time also this beggar, he told him one story, and in that story he said that he was a student and he is in a very big problem because he had been expelled from his school, from his college, okay. And now he is telling him a story, and now according to this story he is telling himself as a school teacher. So finally Sergei, he is able to remember, he is able to recall all the things, and it is very much clear to Sergei now that this person, this beggar is a liar, because earlier he told another story and now he is telling a new fake story. So now Sergei, who is a advocate, who is a very learned person, and at the same time who is very much observant person, now it is very much clear for him that this beggar, he is a fake one, he is a liar one. Do you remember? So now Sergei, he is asking to this beggar that do you remember me? Do you remember that you told me that story earlier? No, that can't be so, mumbled the beggar. So now that beggar, now वो उस beggar के लिए ये admit करना बहुत मुश्किल है, because yes, he was the liar. So he was mumbling, he was saying in a very low volume, and he said that no, that can't be so. Taken aback, and obviously the beggar, he was was taken aback, he was very much shocked because that beggar, उसने बिल्कुल भी एक्सपेक्ट नहीं किया था कि सर्गेई उसको पहचान लेंगे और सर्गेई को ये याद भी रहेगा कि अर्लियर उसने कुछ और कहा था, अब वो कुछ और एक्सक्यूजेस दे रहा है. ओके, सो द बेगर ही इज़ वेरी मच शॉक्ड एंड ही इज़ अनेबल टू से एनीथिंग एट दिस मोमेंट. आई एम अ विलेज स्कूल टीचर एंड इफ़ यू लाइक आई कैन शो you my paper. So this beggar, that is Lushkov, still he is very much determined and still he is saying that no, that can't be true. I am a village school teacher. It is true that I am a school teacher, and if you want, if you like, I can show you my papers. I can show all my documents that will prove that I am telling the truth, that will prove that I am a school teacher. I am a village school teacher. Have done with lying. You called yourself a student and even told me what you had been expelled for. Don't you remember? But the advocate, that is Sergei, he is also very much determined that the beggar, he is the same person जिनसे वो पहले मिल चुका है और जिसने पहले कुछ और स्टोरी बताई थी. Okay, so now Sergei, he is very much angry, he is very much upset that why this person is telling so many lies. Okay, so he is saying that have done with all your lying, and next Sergei is saying that you called yourself a student that day and even you told me what you had been expelled for. Okay, so Sergei is having all the details of that story also. So he is saying that no, I can remember, I can recall very well that you are the same person and that day you told me that you are a student and finally जो तुम्हारी इंस्टीट्यूशन है, जो तुम्हारा कॉलेज है, उन्होंने तुम्हें एक्सपेल कर दिया था. और क्यों कर दिया था, द रीज़न जो है वो भी तुमने मुझे बताया था. डोंट यू रिमेंबर? Sergei flushed and turned from the ragged creature with an expression of disgust. So now Sergei, he is very much upset, he is very much annoyed, and finally he flushed. Flushed means he is full of anger, and then he turned from the ragged creature. So that beggar, that is Lushkov, he is regarded here as a ragged creature. So Sergei, he is very much annoyed, he is full of anger, and then he turned from that beggar, that is a ragged creature, and now Sergei, he is having the expression of disgust. Disgust is the strong offensive mood. So Sergei, he is actually very much offensive, he is actually very much annoyed, and he was having that expression, and finally he turned from that to beggar. This is dishonesty, my dear sir, he cried angrily. This is swindling. I shall send the police for you, damn you. And Sergei, he is so annoyed, he is so angry that now he was shouting in a very angry tone, and he is saying that this is dishonesty, my dear sir. So he is saying that again and again you are telling so many lies, and whatever you are saying, everything is a very great dishonesty. So he is saying that whatever you are doing, it is a kind of dishonesty. Next he is saying that this is swindling. Swindling means cheating of money. So he is saying that actually you are committing a kind of crime, because whatever you are doing, you are telling so many lies. So this is a cheating, this is an act of swindling. Okay, and I shall send the police for you. And next Sergei, he is so annoyed that he is saying damn you. Sir, he said, laying his hand on his heart, the fact is I was lying. I am neither a student nor a school teacher. All that was fiction. And now finally Lushkov, when he realized that yes, Sergei, he is able to recall each and everything, and वो सब कुछ समझ गए हैं और अब वो ज़्यादा झूठ नहीं बोल पाएगा. So finally the beggar, that is Lushkov, he said that sir, and now he was laying his hand on his heart, and then he said that the fact is that I was lying. So finally the beggar Lushkov, he is admitting this thing that yes, he was lying, he was telling so many lies, and he is saying that he was neither a student nor a school teacher. It means both the stories are fake, both the stories are completely lies. He was neither a student nor he was a school teacher, and all the stories, all the things that he was telling, everything was fiction, everything was false. Okay, so all the stories that he was telling, all the stories were completely fake, completely false stories. Formerly, I sang in a Russian choir and was sent away for drunkenness. And now he is telling another story, and according to this story, he is saying that formerly he used to sing in a Russian choir. Choir means a group of singers, okay. So now he is saying that he was the singer and he used to sing in a Russian band, in a Russian group, okay. And finally he was sent away from that group. Why? Because of his drunkenness. It means he was having a habit of drinking, and because of that habit उसको उस ग्रुप से एक्सपेल कर दिया जाता है, निकाल दिया जाता है. But what else can I do? I can't get along without lying. So now this beggar is saying that yes, I am admitting that yes, I was telling the lies, and the fact is that I used to sing in a Russian choir, I used to sing in one of the Russian group, but from that group I was sent away because of my habit of drinking. But what can I do? What else can I do? Because I can't get along without a lying. No one will give me anything when I tell the truth. What can I do? So now this beggar is saying that I have to tell so many lies because no one will give me anything when I tell the truth. It means when I tell the truth that I was sent away because of my habit of drunkenness, then obviously no one will help me, no one will give me anything. This is the reason I have to tell so many lies. What else I can do? What can you do? You ask, what can you do? Cried Sergei, coming close to him. So now Sergei, he is still very much angry, and he is very much shocked that that person is having this excuse now that he has to tell the lies, because what else he could do. So now Sergei, he is saying that you are asking me that what can you do? You are asking that what can you do? Sergei was crying, and now he was coming close to that beggar. Work, that's what you can do. So now Sergei, he is having the answer that when the beggar, he was asking that what else I can do. So now Sergei, he was having the best answer of this question. He is saying that your answer is work. What you can do is work, okay. You should have done work, okay. So now he is saying that that's what you can do. You must work. So this is the answer of your question, that you must work. Work, yes, I know that myself, but where can I find work? So now this beggar Lashkov, so he is agreed with Sergei, and he is saying work, yes, you are right, and I know this thing also that I should work, but the question is that where can I find work? What work I can do? Because no one is giving me any kind of work. So still the question is same, still the problem is same, that where can I find some work? How would you like to chop wood for me? So still Sergei, he is having answer of this question. So now he is offering him some work, and he is saying that how would you like to chop wood for me? So Sergei is saying that okay, if you are actually interested in doing some kind of work, then I can offer you some work, okay. And what work Sergei was having? He was having this kind of work to chop wood, okay. So he offered that beggar, that is Lashkov, to chop wood for him. I wouldn't refuse to do that, but in these days, even skilled woodcutters find themselves sitting without a bread. So now what is the reply of that beggar who was having so many excuses, okay. So earlier he was saying that yes, I was telling so many lies because he had to tell the lies, because what else he can do? Then Sergei, he said that you must work. Then he agreed, and he asked that what kind of work I can do. Then Sergei is still having the answer, and he offered him some kind of work. So now the beggar is saying that I wouldn't refuse to do that, I wouldn't refuse to accept your offer, but in these days even skilled woodcutters, they find themselves sitting without bread. What it means, he is trying to say that okay, he will do that work, he would chop wood for Sergei, but he is not a professional woodcutter, he is not a skilled woodcutter, and he is saying that these days the condition of skilled woodcutter is also not at all good because they are having no good work and they have to sit without good income. They have to sit without having good bread, good food for themselves. Will you come and chop wood for me? So now we can realize, we can imagine this thing that still the beggar, he is making excuses because वो एक्चुअल में वर्क नहीं करना चाहता, वो एक्चुअल में हार्ड वर्क बिल्कुल भी नहीं करना चाहता और वो अपनी प्रेजेंट लाइफ से हैप्पी है. ही इज़ हैप्पी दैट वॉट एवर ही इज़ डूइंग, ही इज़ अ beggar, he is telling so many lies and he is very much happy, he is very much satisfied with his present life. But now when Sergey he is there and he is offering some kind of work to him, so actually वो directly मना नहीं कर पा रहा है. So he is making so many excuses and he is saying that he is not at all a skilled woodcutter, he is not at all a professional woodcutter and even the condition of skilled woodcutter is not at all good these days. So now Sergey he is saying that okay, doesn't matter, but still I am having the offer and will you come and chop wood for me? Yes sir, I will. So finally the beggar, that is Lashkov, finally he is accepting the offer and he is saying that okay, I am accepting this offer and I will come to your house, I will chop wood for you. Very well, we will soon find out. So now Sergey he is saying that okay, if you are if you actually accepting this offer, then okay, it's very good and we will soon find out some work for you. Sergey hastened along rubbing his hands. So now Sergey he hastened means now he walked in a very quick manner and he was rubbing his hands. He called his cook out of the kitchen. Here Olga, he said, take this gentleman into the wood shed and let him chop wood. So now finally when Sergey, when he was at his home, then he called his cook out of the kitchen. And what is the name of the cook? The name of the cook is Olga. So finally Sergey he called his cook, that is Olga, and he said that Olga, take this gentleman. Who is the gentleman? Lashkov the beggar. So he is saying that take this gentleman into the wood shed. So what wood shed means? Here in this picture you all can see this place is known as wood shed. Okay, और यहीं पे जितने भी wood होती है उनको chop किया जाता है. So he was having that kind of wood shed. So he is saying that take this gentleman into the wood shed and let him chop wood there. The scarecrow of a beggar shrugged his shoulders as if in perplexity and went irresolutely after the cook. So now the beggar finally he has to do some work. Finally he has to chop the wood. So now the scarecrow of a beggar, scarecrow we all know what scarecrow means. In this picture you all can see इस तरह का figure जो generally fields में होता है. So now the writer is saying that the scarecrow of a beggar. So now he is referring Lashkov as a scarecrow of a beggar. Why? Because जिस तरह से scarecrow होता है right, वो जिस तरह से old and torn कपड़े पहने हुए होता है और जो ये beggar है Lashkov वो भी बिल्कुल वैसा ही लग रहा था. So now finally he shrugged his shoulders as if in a perplexity. Perplexity means puzzle. Okay, as if still he is very much puzzled, still he is very much confused, and then he went irresolutely means hesitantly or we can say unwillingly after the cook. So still this beggar, that is Lashkov, he is very much puzzled, he is very much confused because the truth is that he actually doesn't want to work, he doesn't want to do any kind of hard work, and he is here not because he actually wanted to work, he actually wanted to chop the wood, but because उसने सारे झूठ बोल दिए थे that वो directly मना नहीं कर पाया था सर्गई को. This is the reason he is here and he is not having any kind of desire to do any kind of hard work. This is the reason he went very unwillingly and he is very much puzzled, he is very much confused. It was obvious from his gait that he had not consented to go and chop wood because he was hungry and wanted work, but simply from pride and shame and because he had been trapped by his own words. So now the writer he is saying the same thing and he is saying that it was very much obvious, it was very much clear from his gait. Gait is the way of walking. Okay, so जिस तरह से वो चल रहा था because he is very much confused, he is very much puzzled and he was walking unwillingly. So writer is saying that it was very clear from his gait that he had not consented. Consent means to be agree. So it was very clear that he was not agreed to do and chop wood because he was hungry and because he actually wanted some kind of work, but simply from pride and shame. So he was having the pride and he was actually very much ashamed because he had told so many lies, he had given so many excuses, and because he had been trapped by his own words. Trapped means tricked, okay. So finally he was trapped, he was tricked by his own words. How? Because he was having this excuse that who will give him work. Then sir gayi, he offered him some kind of work. Then obviously वो मना नहीं कर सकता था because he was having this excuse कि उसको इतना झूठ इसलिए बोलना पड़ता है कि अगर वो सच बोलेगा तो उसको कौन काम देगा. And when sir gayi, he actually offered some work to him, then obviously he has to accept the work, okay. वो directly मना नहीं कर पाता, इसलिए हम writer is saying that that beggar, he had been trapped in his own words, in his own excuses, in his own story. It was obvious too that his strength had been undermined by vodka and that he was unhealthy and did not feel the slightest inclination for toil. And the another thing that was very much clear, that was very much obvious, and that thing was that this person Lashkov, he was not having any strength, okay, and all his strength had been undermined by vodka. Undermined means weakened. So all the strength that he was having earlier, all the strength is now weakened because of vodka. Vodka is a kind of hard drink, okay. So we all know that he was having the habit of drinking, so he was consuming all these hard drinks like vodka, and because of these hard drinks, he was having no strength in his body and he was unhealthy also, and he was not having slightest inclination for toil. Inclination is the interest, or we can say desire, and the toil word means hard work, okay. So because of the habit of drinking, he was not having any strength in his body, he was very much weak, he was very much unhealthy, and at the same time he was having no interest, he was having no desire to do any kind of hard work, okay. But still he was there. Why? Because he just trapped in his own story, he just got trapped in his own words, in his own excuses, okay. So students, now what will happen next? Now finally when the beggar, he is there to perform some hard work, and at the same time he is having no desire, no interest to do some kind of hard work. So how will he manage? Okay, we will come to know in the next video where we will continue the story. See you in the next video. Thank you.